Fall colors are starting to emerge across Maine and New England right now. While many tourists will be visiting our state for the fall foliage, there's plenty of vacation options if you're planning a getaway this season and beyond.
Here to tell us more is AAA Northern New England travel expert Mary Ellen Lessard. Thanks for joining us today, Mary. First of all, let's talk about the fall. So many people want to come to New England. Mainers, we just see this because it's our backyard. Do you see a lot of people that want to go, hey, I live in Maine, maybe I want to go to Vermont or something? Or?
Well, sometimes, but more so I think they want to leave the whole area and get out of New England and maybe head someplace warmer, a warmer destination.
Get out of the way of the tour buses, right?
Yes, exactly. And the cold is coming. We all know that. So I think we're busy right now with people planning for, of course, Thanksgiving, which they should be on that right now, and Christmas, and of course the school vacations for February and April school vacation. But we're pretty busy right now with a lot of phone calls for airfare, for vacations, you name it.
So is fall a good time to be booking things?
Any time is a good time, but I think fall, yes. I think that the rates are kind of good right now. For instance, I think we were just talking about, fares to Italy. If you're going to be traveling to Italy and you're going to be going in the spring, now's the time to book your travel. I just did some reviews the other day and looked. You can go to Dublin for like $600. You can go to Italy for between $6 and $8. As long as you're flexible the days of the week that you go and the type of airline ticket you buy. You don't really want to get like a basic economy fare. There's a lot of restrictions. They charge for luggage, they charge for seat assignments. So you really want to be careful on what type of an airfare you're buying.
So you're sitting there answering the phone or looking at your emails or whatever. What are the most popular destinations, if you could pick one or two, that people are looking forward to right now?
Well, Ireland is always a big draw. Italy, of course, Europe, but a lot of Caribbean islands. I would say probably Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, Aruba. I just booked a family to St. Martin. It's everywhere, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I told you guys, I just got back from Africa.
Tell us about
pretty
that.
Special. Oh my gosh. I got back a few weeks ago and I'm still on a high from the trip. 18 of us went and we just bonded. We had such a great time. We had 3 vehicles, 6 per vehicle, and we had a driver and we had a tour guide. In fact, that's the lion that was so close. I didn't even have to zoom in to get that photograph. There were probably 6 of them in a tree when we were taking those photos. They were incredible. We saw male lions, we saw all the big 5 and more. It was amazing.
Yeah, and this was like a 2-week vacation, right?
Yeah, we were gone for 2 weeks. We flew into Nairobi and we spent the night there, and then we boarded our little vehicles, 6 per vehicle, and we took off and we went to all the different parks. I think we went to 4 or 5 different parks in the 2 weeks we were there.
And the big thing, a vacation like this, you really have to budget and save to go on a big trip like this. This is the trip. I mean, when you hear a trip of a lifetime, it's a trip of a lifetime.
It's a trip of a lifetime. It's always been on my bucket list, and I'm ready to go again. I mean, I had so much fun, and we did East Africa. I think I'm going to put a group together maybe in 2026, which we'll plan now, because you have to book a year in advance, and book a trip for South Africa. Maybe do the wine region, and still do the safaris and see Cape Town. That would be kind of cool.
That'd be amazing. Now, are you getting any inquiries from people who maybe don't live in Maine, but they want to come to Maine, like for leaf peeping or things like that?
Sometimes we do, from other clubs, from other AAA offices. They may call us as well, but I've been fortunate. I have clients all across the country. In fact, some people that went on my Africa trip were from Oregon. And we had met in Croatia on a trip, and we became friends, and they said, hey, Mary Ellen, you got another trip going. We'd love to join you. So they came with us.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we have clients all across the country that call us for their needs. We can help everybody.
And what do you think, for the most part, what people have to look for when they're planning a trip, the most important thing to do?
Well, we want to make sure that they have a passport if they're leaving the country. We want to make sure that they have at least 6 months valid beyond their passport. We want to make sure that the dates they have are correct, that they have all the documentation. And we want to make sure it fits their needs. So if a family's coming in, they want to go to a family resort. If a young couple want to go and kind of party, they want to go to a place maybe for adults only, or for singles, or kind of maybe on the wild side. So we try to, sit down and, talk with our passengers and kind of, qualify them for the right trip. Because we certainly don't want to send, an elderly couple to like a wild place in Mexico. You know what I mean?
Or maybe you do.
Yeah, maybe we do.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, when you went to Africa and some of these other places, do you have to take any certain kinds of vaccinations or anything? When you
we
go
did,
there?
yes. Yeah. And it's up to the individual to check with their personal physician, because everybody's different, and we were a mix of ages. I think our youngest was like 25 and our oldest was close to 80. So I checked with my physician, and I needed I think I had like 4 shots. It was a tetanus shot, hepatitis shot, typhoid, and then I got an updated vaccine for COVID. And then while we were there, 2 days before we left, I took malaria pills, and then I had to take malaria pills every day while on the trip for the whole 2 weeks, and then a few days after I got back. and that was in case you ever got a mosquito bite. But
Yeah.
they spray at all the resorts, and then we had netted rooms and everything with our beds all covered with nets and stuff. It was
Wow.
really quite cozy.
How about for families on a budget? Any like super affordable destinations right now you'd recommend?
Well, Disney's always fun, Disney, traveling out west, doing some of the canyon lands, Bermuda, and if they go in the off season, I think with families, they really need to think about maybe pulling the kids out of school, which I know schools don't like and they're not supposed to, but there's a huge cost difference if you're going during school vacation or you're going the week before or the week after. Or let's say school vacation starts on a Saturday and maybe you get ahead of the game and you go like on Wednesday or Thursday, and then you still have that following week off. You can save a lot of money doing it that way.
I've done that before, and I'm doing it again in December.
Yeah.
And also, the one thing to talk about is maybe do a little research and find out when school vacation is for some of the people in the other states. Like if you're going to Disney World, you don't want to go there when the Florida kids are on school vacation.
Right, that's usually summer. I think the whole Northeast, and I might be wrong, but maybe New Hampshire is excluded, but the whole Northeast has the same weeks.
Yep.
And the airlines know it, so they market
yeah.
it that way.
Right.
They know if you're traveling during February break, they're not going to cut the cost to go to any popular destination. So it's kind of difficult. But if you book in advance, and we help you search, we can get you a really good rate.
What's on your bucket list of places to visit that you haven't been to?
Oh my gosh, I've been doing this a long time, and I've
know.
been very blessed and fortunate to have been to a lot of places. Machu Picchu is on my list. I haven't been, and I'm hoping to do that next fall.
Oh, wow.
I'm going in May. I'm taking a group. If anyone's interested, I still have space. We're doing an AMA Waterways river cruise on the Seine River, and we're going out of Paris. We have 2 nights in Paris first, and then we're doing 7 nights, and we're doing the Normandy beaches, which I've never seen the
Wow.
Normandy beaches, so that's going to be exciting. So let me think. And South Africa, of course,
Yeah.
is now on my list.
Wait a minute, Machu
great.
Picchu, you mean hiking Machu Picchu,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You should come. You
Oh,
love
that's
to hike.
no, that's a bucket list of mine
Yeah.
too. I have some friends that are vacation in Peru, and they've offered me, hey, come and stay at our place, and you take the airplane to go take you to where the Machu Picchu is.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure the details yet. We're working
Yeah.
on it right now, but
Oh,
it's going to
yeah.
be a really fun tour.
I'll
yeah.
be into that, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
And I'd like to do some walking tours too across Spain that I'd like to do because I love to walk. And anything with fresh air and exercise, I'm in.
Love it. All right, happy travels. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mary
Thanks for having me
Ellen.
again.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
And what's the website they can go to for more information?
Well, call us at AAA. Just give us a call, or you can look on our website, but I think calling and speaking with an expert at our office is probably the best way.
Sounds good.
Sounds
And you are an
good.
expert.
Yes.
Thank you so much.